reflection shimmer on cold glass. Moments of a memory I wished would last. Scent swells drift in a trembling glow, holding every detail only hearts can know. And though the silence feels too wide, I still feel a drum machine beats in a steady tone, rebuilding every place I thought was gone. Even in the spaces where shadows gather, your voice carries me a little farther. Echoes on a silver window fall, tracing soft reminders of who we recall. Even when the night builds a darker wall, your warmth keeps breaking through it all. Echoes on a silver window stay, guiding me gently through the gray, through the gray. Some echoes don't fade, they just shift form. And suddenly the quiet feels warm. Still shining in the glass. Neon drips slowly down the window glass, echoing the nights we used to let pass. Faint hum lightly in a fragile line, tracing all the pieces I pretended were fine. But even in the stillness where shadows hide, there's a trembling warmth that won't leave my side. Silent neon reverie in the air, pulling every heartbeat from the quiet glare. Even when the dark feels too much to bear, hope keeps flickering like it's always there. Silent neon reverie in the glow, showing me the past I used to fear to know. Guitar notes shimmer in a gentle sweep, falling like a memory I couldn't keep. The rhythm settles with the softened beat, turning They wait in the silence until we draw near. just faintly clear. Painting gentle traces of what brought us here. Even when the distance feels severe, hope keeps pushing whispers to my ear. Violet lines between us softly drawn. we never lost it Soft echo on the waterline, still moving.